Alright guys, BLM, we're back with another episode of LA Noire. We're doing the Black Caesar quest, the first mission with the Vice desk. But we're going to start this investigation, or this interrogation. So let's
You
go.
sold the drugs to Cornell Tyree and Tyrone Lamont.
Oh, I sell fried steaks and black-eyed peas.
And obviously that's a fucking lie. Do we have proof though? This, right? Yeah. Popcorn cups of morphine.
You're lying, Fleetwood. We know that you supplied them.
I don't know nothing about no drugs. All I do is my 10 hair flipping burgers. Can you prove any different?
Yeah.
Flipping burgers and strapping jolts of morphine to the bottom of popcorn cups, Fleetwood. Now I want the truth. Who supplies the drugs?
Cat by the name of Armstrong Edwards. He brings the stuff around about once a day.
I know Armstrong. He's a two-bound, strictly small time. Who's he working for, Fleetwood?
Jermaine Jones.
We have you for the hop and resisting arrest. Tell us about the numbers if you want our help.
Look, the numbers are the white man's tax on poor folk. All right, now what else you want to know?
Well, I mean,
We have an address on the slips. We're gonna go down there now and rat you out, Fleetwood. Tell whoever it is that you rolled over and gave them up.
No. Look, I've been cooperative, okay? Now you gotta help me some.
Fleetwood, I'm going to speak personally to the judge on your behalf.
A name, Fleetwood.
Look, he's a real slick dude. Wears a hat and swings a cane. Goes by the name of Merlin. All right, I ain't got a last name.
See you at the
Okay.
station, Fleetwood.
graphic style just changed, but whatever.
Wait, you're gonna help me, right?
Of course, kid. You helped us out. And we always like to repay a favor. Did you see that Fleetwood gets a nice cell, Wallace? One with a window and a nice fresh pillow.
Okay. So I guess we'll continue on.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Do we know where we're going?
Numbers operation, what's that? Where are we going?
You can drive.
Seems like a
Fine.
decent
Where
guy.
are we headed?
I guess we'll go here. I don't know. Where are we going? Do we gotta get a phone? Because I thought we were going to Jermaine Jones's place. Maybe we gotta get a phone. And oh wait, there's one right here.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Yeah, last episode I was talking about Big Brother
Cole
stuff.
Phelps, badge
and
1247.
Survivor stuff. Like I was talking about how I rank winners, and
How can I
I think I'll
help,
continue on.
detective?
I need an address on a Jermaine Jones musical booking agency.
Yeah.
Just a moment, detective.
I mean, so yeah, I mean, like,
Jermaine Jones.
yeah, I think Casey and
The office is
JC
listed
would
as
be pretty close as winners. I think
5528
Tyler would
Monica
obviously be
Boulevard.
up there. Again, like, I
Thanks, man.
rank my winners on level of dominance per game. And again, with Big Brother, it's a very, very game to dominate. I think the only person who's truly dominated the game on Big Brother is Derek.
You're behind the wheel.
And everyone else
All
is
right,
like,
where to?
they're very strong games. But no one is like, very few people have singularly dominated the game throughout the entire season. I think Tyler's definitely in consideration for being one of those people. I think if Tyler wins, I mean, I think I could put him
I heard you were in the blue room
with
the other
Derek
night.
at the top.
Shouldn't you have
I
been at
think
home?
I'll have to analyze
Tucked
it
in
more,
bed
to be
with a
honest,
wife and
but
kids?
I could see it happen.
Where I go is your business.
It couldn't have had anything to
If
do with
not,
a certain delightful but
then
damaged German girl,
I think he
could
could be with the Haydens
I
of
don't
the
know what
world.
you're talking
who-
about, Roy.
I think I have Hayden at like 3. Or maybe higher. Maybe I have him at 2. I don't remember. But either way, I don't remember my winner ranking, to be honest, with Big Brother. Survivor I know very well. Big Brother I don't really remember. I do know Derek's number 1. I believe Hayden, Andy, and Maggie are 2, 3, and 4. Maybe I have Maggie lower because of just everyone's hatred for Maggie. Like I have, I think I think I have Maggie a bit lower just because I kind of look at her as like the Brian Heidick of Big
Look at
Brother,
this
where
place.
it's yes, it's a
I'm guessing
very
not much
dominant
talent
win,
comes out of this
but it's also a
talent
dominant
agency.
win where most of the people on your season did not like you, and by the end of it, and like they voted for you over another fucking evil. And there's also been rumors that Howie voted incorrectly, that he meant to vote for Yvette. However, there's also rumors that supposedly he lied to Janelle and whatever and told them that so that they wouldn't get upset at him, but he did it to save his friendship with Rachel. But either way, I mean, it's a very complicated situation either way. But so again, it's a pretty lucky
Jermaine
win
Jones.
for Maggie,
Don't bother
and
getting up.
I think that's why I have
Your
her a bit
flunky
lower.
Fleetwood Morgan just
But either way, I mean,
sniffed
like
you
as I
out.
said, like I think Tyler would definitely be up there. I think he would
Tell me who the hell you are.
LAPD.
be in consideration
Like to know
for
about.
one of the top spots
The
there.
hell you will, motherfucker. You carrying a
I actually
warrant?
think, I mean, really, him and Hayden
No, do we
are
need
pretty
one?
similar. I do think he's better than Hayden. I mean, the thing about
Search the
Hayden
place,
is I do think
Holmes.
Hayden had more of a killer instinct.
What do you think you're gonna
Then
find,
Tyler?
policeman?
But I do think Tyler had more of a like grasp on the game. Like I do think like at final, by the time we got to like final 5 and stuff like that,
Phantom.
like there was a chance
Fine
that
radio.
Hayden could go home. While
Shortwave,
there's like
AM and
pretty much
FM.
no
My
chance
father
that
was a
Tyler could have gone home from like what final 6 on. Like literally no chance. Like I mean it's a very very. Like I just feel like Tyler's game is just such a dominant game from a positioning standpoint, because he has positioned himself so well to where okay, I have no clue what the fuck we're doing, by the way. What are we doing? I don't know if I'm even supposed to be doing this. Whatever. All right, let's move on. Maybe we need to find a code or something first. But such a, like I mean, if he ends up winning, then it's very very impressive that he's able to one get himself
Boys
in a
looking for
position
work.
where he's
Kinda
never going to be
active
voted out
supposed to
pretty
be.
much. But I think Derek was again in a very similar position, where I don't think there was a single way Derek goes home. But then I think that's from Final 4 on though. From Final 4 on, Derek was guaranteed Final 2. Like I think with Frankie still in there, I do think there was a chance that Derek could have lost the game. Okay, this is the only thing that's available for us to interact with, it seems like. Oh, we just push it? What are we doing? Like, I really just don't even know what the fuck we're doing. Should I look at a guide? I don't know. Do I want to? Oh yeah, here. Go to the big radio and turn on the volume. Choose FM and tune to 750. Which, or it's not 750, 750. Where the fuck I get 750? 275. What the fuck am I talking about?
No wonder this
There we
thing
go.
is sounding a little muffled, Jermaine.
Brennan, Wilt, get over here. Take these assholes apart.
Okay. Fist fight.
Bird the boss.
Is this the best you got? These mugs are dope to the eyeballs.
Clean them up quick, boys. I ain't got time for this. Come on,
Alright.
come on, beat these
Yeah, I
sons
mean,
of
like,
bitches
again,
down.
I with Big Brother, it's very tough to rank the
isn't
winners
gonna
just
end
because,
well.
again, it's so tough to have a dominant game. Like, again, like with
believe
with
this.
Survivor,
Are you too good for anything?
there are what 16 winners, I think, 15, 16 winners,
be
somewhere in
doing
that
you a
range
favor
that I would
breaking that
consider
face.
dominant wins.
Quit
Uh,
dancing. Sit
Which
tight,
is compared to
asshole.
Big Brother, where I
Pretend
think
you're
there's
at the
only
parlor getting your nails
really
done.
one. But I mean, like,
Cole,
I mean, when I say 15 dominant wins in Survivor, I guess like if I were to correlate to Big Brother, it's more like 7 or so, 6 or 7. But still, I mean, like not an enormous amount. I mean, to be honest, statistically, it's actually probably close. But either way, But I do
How many
think
starving
Survivor's definitely an
musicians
easier
made
game to dominate
perfect,
than
clean
Big Brother.
50s?
With Big Brother, it takes a lot more luck, pretty much. I mean, it's really where the competitions come down, and if you're able to, because the thing is, like with Survivor, again, like Boston Rob dominated that game. However,
Your friend
if this was
Fleetwood
Big
was
Brother, if
also a
any of
betting
like,
manager,
if this was Big Brother, if any of those Zapatera people won HOH and like put up, like, I don't know, Rob and let's just say Rob and Phillip, they would have had the votes to get rid of Boston Rob in that situation. So again, Survivor and Big Brother are very, very different games and very, very difficult games to dominate. Again, you have a lot of people on Big Brother that start to dominate, but no one is able to. And very rarely is someone able to finish a dominating game. I mean, again, you got Jesse from BB11 comes to mind, where it's like he was dominating that beginning of the game. Mind you, kind of loses it by the Ronnie vote, but still had a stranglehold on the game as a whole. But then the coup d'etat screws him over, really. But either way, I mean, like, he would have been. I don't think he would have won the season anyway. But again, he was definitely in a much better. Like, he was in a really good spot.
This must be how those two bums standing guard take their wages.
Okay.
Ramez
What is that?
Removals. They must have taken special care delivering this for you.
Okay. I think that's it. Okay, wait, sorry, I was responding to a text. Okay, music's not playing, right? That's like other music. So okay, let's go interrogate him now.
Are dead. At a stretch, the DA could have you on felony murder for supplying stolen government money.
Tyrone and Cornell are dead.
They're on a slab downtown with the ME examining their last meal. Popcorn washed down with morphine.
You offering me a deal?
I have a pet judge who hates blacks. He'll give you 50 years for your two buddies.
But I mean,
Another
yeah, as I
30
said, like
for
with
stealing from
Big
Uncle
Brother,
Sam.
I think the
You'll be out by
dominant
the
games.
time
Yeah,
he's
I think Derek's like
110.
in that god tier, like of like comparing it to Survivor, like in that tier of
I
like Kim
get the
Spradlin
message.
and Boston Rob.
How much is this?
Again, like I think Derek is a very similar win to a Boston Rob. Mind you, I do think he was more liked than Boston Rob was on his season. So again, like I think, to be honest, Derek's a pretty perfect mix of Boston Rob and Kim Spradlin, because again, like he had like the finesse with the jury of Kim Spradlin, and the finesse with the people of that season with like Kim Spradlin.
Who supplies the
But
morphine?
he also had
I don't know nothing about
certain
that.
things go his way that probably shouldn't have gone his way in the way that Boston Rob did, and also okay, wait, fuck, I wasn't paying attention. I think it's probably this.
So we make you for all of it.
Okay.
You're the fall guy from Mickey Cohen.
In case you haven't noticed, I'm a colored man. You see any Jew boys
didn't
running around
notice.
here? I collect my cut. Lenny the Fink controls the action.
Lenny who?
Lenny Finkelstein, Mickey's dipshit brother-in-law.
What is the link between the morphine and the numbers slips?
There is no link. You're wasting your time here.
Fuck. I fucking. Okay, never mind. I thought I accidentally stopped my timer, but never mind. Yeah.
You're lying to me, Jones. Tell me about Merlin.
Who? I don't know anyone named Merlin.
There we go.
Fleetwood Morgan will testify that you and Merlin are expanding out of illegal gambling and into drugs.
Okay. So I buy from a cat goes by the
But yeah, I mean, I think like Derek in my winner rankings like is on a tier of his own. Then right below that, I think you have the Andys of the world. You have Hayden.
Tell us about Adi.
Hottie's a
Do I have Mike Boogie that high? I don't
What's a
remember.
football
Yeah, I really don't
face,
remember my
heads,
winner
horses,
rankings,
numbers,
but I
chicken
know for
farm.
sure Andy and Hayden are the
Motherfucker,
next
take the
two.
odds on anything.
I don't remember who's right below that, but either way, you have these other people that have dominated the game Though, in different circumstances, the thing with Hayden is that, again, he dominated his game within an alliance, and towards the end of the game, he kind of, like, became the front runner from that alliance. But for most of the game, he was just in the dominant alliance. Okay, wait, Link.
What's
okay.
the score with Ramez removal?
And with Andy,
I bought
it's
a
like,
radio from
again, he was very much like Tyler in a brilliant social position until around
we
Final
visit Ramez
7,
removals and
where
tell
he
them
flips
we
the
want
entire game on its head and then was able to
bookcase
take a
and
controlling
wardrobe to
game
hide
from
our
that
dope
point
in.
on.
They're going to be copacetic.
And when we tell them they're good
It's
friends of
essentially
Maine sent us and said they could
very
do a
similar
nice
to
deal for
Tyler,
LAPD.
except
I've been using
Tyler
Act Like
put
You
himself
Do.
in the dominant position very
This box
early,
out of
but
Costello
was
on the slide.
able to
Hollywood
make
could use another
everyone not
couple of
think he was in the
deviant
dominant
playboy
position,
like you.
which is the
Very
interesting
good,
thing.
Jermaine. You have character.
Just because there's
Now
this
cough it up.
perceived
Ramez is a
alliance
good friend
between
of Winnie the
Rachel,
Pooh.
Brett,
Getting the
Angela,
picture?
and Winston,
Take
which
them
I mean
all
there
in.
was, but it also
We have a
included
deal,
Casey
right?
and Tyler.
We're after the morphine.
And
I'll speak to the DA on your behalf. You have my word.
the fact that he wasn't associated with them from early on, even though he was making a lot of the decisions for that group early on in the game. If it wasn't for him, Sam would have gone home in that first vote. Even Winston and Brett were 100% on board to get rid of Sam in that first vote. If it wasn't for Tyler, they would not have flipped their votes. And really, I mean, it looked like even without Tyler, they would have not flipped their votes until Tyler told them about the power app and everything. Really, I mean, again, it's Tyler
go into
that
this one?
really
Fine, where are we
controlled the
headed?
beginning of that game. I mean, like, you have that. He controlled Caitlyn when she made the move to backdoor Swaggy. The next time, he's one of the big players that decided to blindside Winston and keep Brett. Again, that was more of a group decision,
Marlon
but he was
Hopgood,
definitely one of the
your
big ones
informer.
involved
He was
in
my corroborating
bringing out
witness
that
in the
decision to
Bishop
begin
case.
with. And then you have the
Oh,
Caitlyn
right.
vote, which he was definitely
Marlon.
not in control of.
Not still sore
So
about
you
that,
do
are
have
you?
that. Then you
Made
get
the
back
case
to the
without
Rachel
him.
vote, which 100% is
He was an
because of
accessory
him.
to the abuse of the girl.
As long
He's
as
the one that
Hollywood
learns that
exists,
Rachel
it's
starts to
gonna be
doubt
chewing up
him.
starry-eyed
He's the one that
little
gets to
girls.
turn
Marlon was small
turn
time.
Angela
Caught the
and
big
Casey
fish.
against Rachel
And
at that
look how
point.
much good it did your career.
So again, that's 100% on him. You got the Bailey stuff, which again, I think that's where it kind of gets a bit muddled after the Rachel stuff, just because by that point it became such a group sort of thing, where it's like the entire group it's like kind of the opposite of the brigade, where again with Hayden, I feel like again like a lot of the early game was like a lot of brigade decisions, and towards the end it's like Hayden started to come out and make his own decisions. To a degree, actually. I guess I do think a lot of people give him more credit than he deserves for the Matt blindside, because it was 100% not entirely him, even though people seem to think that. It was really, it was all three. I mean, it was really all three of Lane, Enzo, and Hayden that convinced Brittany to put up Matt. But it is what it is. But still, I mean, like Tyler
Detective
starts off in a
Phelps
very
and
dominant
Durham,
position,
LAPD.
controlling a lot of the votes,
Name's
and then
Merlin
towards the jury phase, he kind of
So
gets
that's not
back
an
in the
illegal
group
wire service
mentality
that your
with level
colleagues are
6,
running?
and
the number slips.
I
that
mean,
I've
mind
been
you, they're
picking
able
up
to
all
write it
morning.
out
This address
for a
on them
very
had
long
nothing
time,
to
and
do
then he
with
kind
you.
of splits off
I'll pay
again
my kid
at
to the box.
around.
And they pay their cut to the LAPD.
I guess really he was split the
You can't
entire
go shaking me
time. It's
down.
just he was never really
You're a
given the
loudmouth
opportunity. He didn't
motherfucker,
really
aren't
need
ya?
to
Anyone ever tell you
split
that
from
criminals
level
are
6
supposed to keep their
until
mouths
final
shut?
6 when he gets rid
Stay
of
where
Brett.
you are while we look around.
Which again is 100% on Tyler. And then getting rid of Sam again, that was kind of one where it's like it was more of a group thing, and to be honest, it was probably more of a Brett thing, even though Brett was voted out already at that point. Okay, wait, we can use the phone for some reason.
Operator, message for KGPL.
And then
Putting you through
again,
now.
I mean, like Angela getting voted out is largely
Phelps,
due
badge
to
1247.
Tyler's relationships with the rest of the house. Again, I mean,
I need an
Tyler's
address
just
for Ramez
very
Ramez.
good.
That's Ramez,
Like, he's a masterful
R-A-M-E-Z.
social player. Quite possibly one of the best social players in Big Brother history in terms of building one-on-one connections with people and
Thanks.
getting to the point where those people would never turn on him. He is a master class in that. However, he could still lose this game, a lot of which being due to his management of the jury. Whether it be them not knowing exactly the way he's thinking, them not knowing exactly how the game is played out,
Cohen took over the wire service
or
from Siegel, right?
just them not wanting him to win. Either way, I mean, it's really a factor that he needed to manage the jury better. And there's a lot of situations where you can point out that he definitely made mistakes along the way. Like, I mean, it's so strange because, again, like, even though he dominated those first, like, 5 to 6 weeks, he's been making a lot of mistakes recently. Mind you, none of them have harmed him just because of this, like, really great position that he was already in, where there was, like, never really a point where he would go home. What are we doing here? Okay, I don't know what we're doing. What else are we missing? Oh, something here.
Circumstantial.
Okay. And that's why, like, if Tyler wins, I think he's if Tyler wins, he's definitely up for debate as one of the top winners in terms of dominance. Again, like, the thing is, like, if we're ranking them as players, it's a completely different situation. If we're ranking them as players, number 1 is Dan, number 2 is Will. It's not even close. However, and actually, to be honest, Will actually maybe isn't 2 for me. But I mean, Dan is 1. It's not even up for consideration. Like, Dan would be number 1. I think Dan is the best player in Big Brother history. I think Dan would be obviously the best player that is a winner. However, ranking solely on their winning game, the dominance of that game, again, Derek's number 1. I mean, and like, I have Dan at number 5 or so. The problem I have with Dan is that he really didn't get into control until final 8, but it wasn't really like a Andy situation where, even though Andy didn't get into a dominant position until like final 7, like, even though he didn't get in dominant position until final 7, he was so well insulated before that, through social connections that he was able to make. And again, he was, it's not like he wasn't making decisions. He was behind a lot of people getting voted out. He was behind Nick getting blindsided in the second week. He was behind Judd getting blindsided at the double eviction. Like, he was behind a lot of the biggest moves just from afar, and then he really brings himself to the front during the Amanda blindside, and followed that with that double eviction with Alyssa, which again is one of the best moves in Big Brother history, probably. What are we missing? Like, this is kind of irritating. I don't know what we're missing. So, I mean, should we just interrogate him? Obviously, like, it feels like we're missing something. I don't know. What else is there?
You should know how things work.
Oh.
I'm protected from on high.
What am I looking for? Ah. What are we looking for?
Seems irrelevant.
I mean, I don't know what we're looking for. I feel like we've looked everywhere, haven't we?
You a betting man, detective? I lay 3-1. You're wasting your time here.
I got work to do here, mister.
Okay, I think I'm gonna look this up because I have no clue what we're doing. Oh, we are supposed to use a slot machine. Oh, there's a fucking hold button. I didn't fucking see that. Okay. That makes it a bit more interesting. So we're supposed to get a certain combination, it seems like. It's supposed to be Cherry Bell and Win. Is that a cherry? I have no clue what that is. Whatever. Okay. Oh, that's a cherry. Okay. Nope. Damn it. Damn it. So close. No, wrong thing. Okay. Damn it. Damn it. There we go.
With this quantity, we're looking at a high-level trafficking charge.
Okay.
Thanks for the paper trail, Merlin. I think Ramez's place is our next stop.
Probably.
Oh, that's quite a win for a dime, Merlin. You better
God
start talking.
damn it. Get after him, Phelps.
No.
Give it up, Audie.
Chasing him now. What is with the music? Okay. I was hoping we would finish this mission by the end of this episode, but it doesn't look like we're going to. I'm definitely going to go to sleep after this episode, though. Again, I have class pretty early
Audie,
tomorrow
or I will shoot.
at 8:30, and I do not want to. And I'm starting to get tired anyway, so yeah. Yeah, we'll record tomorrow afternoon. I'm gonna get my class ends at 11.
What are you trying to do, Merlin?
I'm gonna run some errands tomorrow, but after that, we should be able to record for a good amount of the day tomorrow. So we'll do that. Hopefully, we'll finish the game here. If we don't, then we'll finish it on Saturday. But either way, again, the tackle animation's ridiculous, but whatever. Like, they literally just sped up the running animation. It looks so dumb. Like, it looks so robotic and everything, but whatever.
All right, relax, motherfucker. You got me.
Nice wand, Merlin. Too bad you couldn't pull off your vanishing act.
Make your joke, smart guy, but don't damage that. That there's a valuable antique.
You don't say. Maybe you ought to have a look at this, Cole.
Adi has Jose Ramez in his pocket. Ramez must have forgotten his lucky numbers.
Okay.
Would you like to calculate the odds on you going to prison for a very long time, Merlin?
I'm not going nowhere. I paid my contributions, and I'm not getting hustled by you.
Oh, we gotta interrogate him? I guess we'll wait until we're done interrogating him to end the episode here. So let's do it.
We're only interested in morphine. Army surplus morphine. What do you have to say about that?
I heard about that. Big robbery on the ship. Ain't my line of work. I prefer something with a sporting outcome.
Okay, let's
You
cues.
distribute for Lenny Finkelstein. You're a patsy for those gangsters.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'll distribute for the LAPD, motherfucker.
Alright, we have this.
Jermaine Jones gave you up as a supplier. He says that you're Lenny's sissy, and that you'll do whatever Lenny tells you.
Me? That nigga's a dead man. I move the dope Jose brings me. Jose Ramirez? I ran a clean numbers racket until those two motherfuckers went into the dope business.
Ramez seems to owe you a lot of money.
We all owe somebody.
That was actually a good answer, I think.
So it has nothing to do with the proceeds of the morphine shipment?
It's a gambling debt. The Heaps took over the wire service and screwed me. Now I just do what I'm told. Run numbers and shift dope. Jose's no different. He just thinks he's a big man that can run up tabs.
You're not the guy we want, Merlin.
that
We're
was it?
taking you in. Maybe some time in a cell will help you remember something worthwhile.
Fuck you, and fuck you. You'll never put a charge on me.
Take this bum in. Take the long way around. And don't be gentle with him. You got that?
Yes, sir.
So, we will continue on in the next episode, but for now, thank you for watching.